that 9 new cases have been reported in the country over the last 24 hours, and unfortunately, one of them is the index COVID-19 case for Nyamira County. This now means Nyamira becomes the 9th county to report a confirmed COVID-19 case, 89 days after the first case was detected in Kenya. I want to thank the Almighty good God for having kept this scourge away from our soil for so long. This has indeed accorded us valuable time to prepare and learn from our neighbors who had been affected much earlier than we. As we had always said, it was not a matter of if, but a question of when this virus was to emerge in our county. So God has given us time to prepare ourselves for this scourge because we knew it was coming. Let me also thank all residents of Nyamira County for having obeyed and followed the public health regulations that enabled us to keep off this virus for 3 months despite its presence in the neighboring counties. But as I drove from my home to this place, I saw so many people without masks. Let us not take this one for granted. It's a serious matter, and serious matters should be treated with the urgency they deserve. As has become routine, our multi-agency teams responded to an alert from Kibirigo Township on Saturday, 6th June 2020, of the presence of a male adult who had traveled from Nairobi. The 46-year-old man was picked and quarantined at Sironga Girls High School. Unfortunately, his sample specimen sent to Kemri CDC, Kisumu, on Friday, 12th June 2020, returned a positive result for the SARS-CoV-2 virus. Upon receiving the results on the evening of Saturday, 13th of June, our emergency response team transferred him to the Nyamira County Referral Hospital Isolation Center, where he is currently admitted. I'm happy to report that he is asymptomatic and in good health. You know, there are people who show those signs, and there are those ones who do not show. It's unfortunate if you do not show, because then you are even more endangered, and you endanger those ones around you more. Upon receiving the results on the evening of Saturday 13th, I've read that. I'm happy to report that he is, and I've read that one soon. Overnight yesterday, our teams traced a total of 14 people with whom the case had been in contact, and they have all been quarantined at the Nyamira Kenya Medical Training College campus. Contact tracing is going on, both within and outside the county, to ensure all possible contacts are identified and safely quarantined. You don't choose to become sick, so if you have become sick or any of your relatives has contacted this disease, please report the matter to those concerned. I urge all Nyamira residents who are in counties with a heavy load of COVID-19 cases, please don't bring this highly infectious disease to your grandparents, parents, spouses, children, and loved ones in Nyamira. Those ones who have been caught at Nairobi or elsewhere should remain. And those ones who travel from here to Nairobi and back must stop. Because if you are one of us, then we need to take necessary, disciplinary measures against you. I hereby direct heightened surveillance and immediate quarantining of any person who has traveled from a county and association without following due procedures. If there are people who have gone out of here, when a minister for health and the rest of us, these people should not be allowed to come back anyhow. If they come back, let them be quarantined. I ask you, fellow residents, to be our eyes on the ground and ensure this is implemented by the multi-agency teams to the letter. I further instruct that effective today, no truck will be allowed to cross into Nyamira County without the driver and the loaders possessing a valid COVID-19 free certificate. The Nyamira County Emergency Response Committee on COVID-19 will be meeting tomorrow, 15th June 2020, to review our